Greetings to you all, and welcome to Let's Play Command & Conquer Red Alert with me, Altair Omega. It's a somber time because we're nearing the end. We know we're nearly there. We have one mission left to go. It's a Soviet mission. It's number 14. Took me a while to find. Unfortunately for me, I get a little break at the start of the video while we watch a video.
This was not to happen. The chromosphere was to be ours. Now all we have is a pile of debris. You, General, are to blame.
He failed to deactivate the radar centers. I believe he is aware of the punishment.
Take him out and shoot him. Get him out of my sight.
Comrade Stalin, the General is not responsible for the destruction of the chromosphere. I personally monitored his actions.
And who then would be to blame? Clearly, the General is at fault.
Niet, comrade. It was you who failed in your actions. You did not inform the General of the other Allied transmitter that was nearby.
Is this true, Kuko? Was there a fourth transmitter?
We did not notice it on the first pass, but yes.
You disappoint me, Kukov. If the chronosphere is not to be ours, then let it be buried with the remains of the Allied dogs. Where are they? Nadia, where's their base of operations located?
We have traced Einstein's signal. He has moved to the coast of England. It must be the center of the command.
General, consider this your redemption. You are to lead the attack on the Allied headquarters. Level it! Destroy forever all traces of the Alliance.
Comrade Commander...
Continue! Comrades. And you will find yourself on the floor with Kukov. Assemble a strike team! A continental Soviet Union is our destiny!
Wow. So a few things I take from that. Number one, why did he need to be told where Einstein was, considering the Allies only have control of one island left in the entire world? Seemed kind of obvious, but fortunately he has advisors on hand to help him out. Secondly, what a dick is Kukov. Got what was coming to him. Threatened the woman with the punishment of having to roll around with him on the floor. Pretty severe, but fortunately didn't have to happen. So it's time for the final Soviet mission. Let's just have a little read. We like to read. I'm going to guess this says kill everything in a long-worded fashion. Okay, understandable. We're under attack immediately. I'm not sure if that's because I didn't save the game in a timely fashion, or because double starts with that. Okay, a lot of reinforcements arriving.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
It's one of those moments where I click a lot, which makes it look like I'm doing a lot, but really I'm just issuing the same order repeatedly, trying to look impressive. I mean, it works, you're still here, right? Okay, enough of this. Sandbag. Going with the base.
Construction options. Acknowledge. Building.
Alright, so we've been given quite the army to start this off, which I suppose makes sense.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Given that this is the final push of the Soviets.
Construction options.
From a gameplay point of view, this has to be the hardest mission. From a logical standpoint, this should be the easiest mission because the Allies have the least remaining they've ever had. These helicopters are very annoying.
Unit lost.
My only anti-air is mammoth tanks.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting affirmative. Reporting.
Damn, I need a radar dome. I see ya.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Vehicle
Arrange some kind of
report.
rock proximity.
Yes, sir.
That would be rude.
Acknowledged.
I hope I'm not going to be bombarded throughout the entire mission. Suppose we'll spice things up.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
View range not too good on this mammoth tank, couldn't see his friend was in trouble. Yes, I will still refer to tanks and allied tanks as being each other's friend.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Report affirmative.
It puts a nice human touch on the whole warfare thing. See? Nods of agreement.
Report acknowledged.
Let's
Affirmative.
explore.
Acknowledged.
I deployed over here because I saw ore, and my thought process is very
Affirmative.
one-dimensional.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Construction options. Building.
I am going to go straight for the
Vehicle
radar
report
dome
affirmative.
because
Affirmative.
I like quality of life improvements.
Affirmative.
It's probably not the best choice strategically.
Affirmative.
Grief, I'm rich.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
But I'm doing it anyway.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
It will help me in scouting.
Affirmative.
If nothing else, when we inevitably
Yes,
lose,
sir. Acknowledged.
we will have
Acknowledged.
gained more information than we previously had. It's a landmine.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You know things are bad for the Allies when they have to cover England in landmines.
Waiting order.
You're
Acknowledged.
not optimistic at that point.
Construction complete. Construction options.
Better.
Building.
Don't want power to be an issue. I don't know why I click this. Okay, how big is this map? So, nope, I thought it was water, but it's a cliff. Map is fairly big. Pretty
Construction
enormous.
complete.
It's not the biggest map I've ever seen, actually. And our corner looks pretty safe. So,
Building.
skip the infantry for now. Of course, the second harvester, you know,
Report
heavy stuff.
acknowledged.
Looking at the amount of money I have here, well, I was going to say I could go for 3 harvesters,
Affirmative.
but then I look at how much actual, were these ever given a name, credits
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
that I have, and I think, well, maybe we can take it a bit
Acknowledged.
slower.
Affirmative.
Yeah,
Affirmative.
just do your best, mate.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Actions
Comrade.
viewing.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
For the
Reporting.
guilty sending in the weak.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Stuff
Yes,
friend.
affirmative. Acknowledged.
Do
Yes,
that
sir.
later.
Acknowledged.
I'll deal with that with the rockets
Affirmative.
momentarily.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Follow-up rocket
Waiting
just for the
order.
driver who managed to get out. I am amazed at how often the drivers
sir.
survive these
Affirmative.
explosions.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
I'm not an expert on warfare.
Affirmative.
I've never been in a tank that blew up.
Affirmative.
Been in a tank,
Construction
but not one that blew up.
complete.
But I'm not convinced many
Construction
drivers get out
options.
alive.
Building.
Reporting.
Not sure why I'm only using 2 of my rockets instead of the
Reporting.
3 that I have.
Acknowledged.
I guess one is on defense. There you go. See, now, whilst it is a terrible decision, it sounds vaguely stractical. Stractical.
Vehicle reporting.
That's a good enough word.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
This is the final level. We can't rely on
Construction
strategy
complete.
or tactics alone.
Yes, sir.
It's time to get stractical.
Affirmative.
Construction options.
Right. How to never build any of those.
Building.
I just assume I'm going to have to do some naval warfare by the amount of water I'm seeing. So we'll get the sub then.
Waiting
Unit
order.
ready.
Affirmative.
I should really get some SAM sites, right? Because those helicopters are going to come back. We all know they are.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I just can't
Construction
figure out his
complete.
mission in life without being instructed what to do. It's tricky. Enjoying the sounds of my mouse there.
Construction
I assume the
options.
microphone picks up everything else. I mean, I called it correctly, but that's only one helicopter and it's going to die. It's 3 men to take that out. So, maybe not.
Building.
Okay, never mind. My game knowledge is a little lacking.
Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Just tech up straight away.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
You know the drill by now for the Soviets.
Affirmative.
It's probably going to be a mix of Mammoth tanks and V2s
Acknowledged.
and subs.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
But maybe we'll do something fancy. Maybe we'll land somewhere. I just saw the transport, so I had to quickly invent a strategy for it.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
The old 1x1 tactic.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Strong, strong.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
I have a surprisingly large island for
Construction
anything
complete.
enemies.
Affirmative.
New construction options.
Now, you guys probably don't know this, but I do in fact live in England,
Reporting.
and so I can testify whether or not this is accurate to England. We're on the east coast of England, which I've never been to, so yeah, this is exactly England.
Construction complete. Building.
Let's not waste any time, let's just get straight on the mammoth production. Do we need a kennel? No.
Building.
We will get, I think, 1 Tesla for defense. I see some people questioning my choices of building static defenses because they're inefficient and generally not worth it.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
And whilst us two are completely correct, we're still going to do it.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade.
Our
Acknowledged.
base is under attack.
Affirmative.
The reason for that speed up was purely based on the sound
Yes,
of the
affirmative.
credits draining.
Acknowledged.
It
Affirmative.
just sounded a little off, a little
Yes,
slow.
sir. Acknowledged.
Turned up the game speed and that's got a nice rhythm to it. Listen.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Okay, this is looking like a base.
Building.
Go on, then just for the fun. Just for the fun of it.
Affirmative.
Instead of building a SAM site,
sir.
I'm going to build more mammoth
Affirmative.
tanks. Seems reasonable.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Construction
Probably a better
complete.
use of my money, in all fairness.
Low power. New construction options.
We messed up. We're
Building.
under attack. Oh, that's why we're low power. I thought it was my airstrip. Wait a second. What even hit that thing?
Vehicle
Why are you not
acknowledged.
involved in combat? Oh, good grief. That's a boat.
Construction complete. Building.
Yeah. We don't actually have anything to fight that off with. I can't place it.
Unit lost.
Oh, I have 5 seconds of no radar and everything falls to pieces.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Okay, okay. Your
Building.
plan
Yes,
probably
sir.
involves more
Acknowledged.
units.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
I'm not scared of their army in the slightest, but I am terrified of
Report
their
affirmative.
cruiser, which is destroying everything.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
I don't
Affirmative.
Unable to
really
comply.
trust
Building
in
in
the
progress.
abilities
Unit
of
ready.
V2 rockets to destroy
Vehicle
cruisers.
report. Acknowledged.
I don't think
Yes,
it's
sir.
going to go well.
Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Chilling
Unit
people.
lost.
Affirmative.
Building.
I know, we've nearly won. Let's take it easy, but
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not entirely sure we can be
Acknowledged.
quite so lax
Spy
here.
plane ready.
Awaiting affirmative. Vehicle report.
You have one purpose in life, and it
Acknowledged.
is that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
This is looking
ready.
in pretty good shape.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Maybe a SAM site would be a good idea.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
This is just a complete state of panic now.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
I'm going to sink this before the gunboats save it. I think he's going to be successful.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Okay, you guys are on the ball.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, job done.
Affirmative.
Run away. I'm satisfied with that outcome. And then the SAM site to stop all of this irritation.
Select target.
I just want to see when the cruisers come. A bit more warning. Did I lose both of my haul trucks?
Unit lost. Our base is under attack. Construction
What now?
complete.
Why?
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
That's pretty defensible.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Building.
It's all just chaos.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay, same tactic again. We let the gunboats run off ahead. Please stop
Unit
destroying
ready.
this. It's very annoying.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yeah, what now?
Yes, sir.
The ore truck. He's
Acknowledged.
destroying the ore itself.
Building.
Yes, sir.
That's a new kind of tactic.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Okay. Is everything under control?
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes.
Spy plane
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
ready. Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Affirmative.
it's not as under control as I'd like it,
Yes,
but I
sir.
feel like
Acknowledged.
we're in an okay position.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Good shot.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
I'm
Construction
gonna make just
complete.
an army of subs. Better than this.
Comrade.
Okay,
Acknowledged.
right. You, good.
Comrade.
Subs,
Acknowledged.
good. Menu, good. Save, good. That's gonna do it for
Mission
this one.
saved.
Hopefully you enjoyed the mass hysteria, and hopefully you'll join me for the next one. And I shall see you then.